Hey guys, welcome to Not So Random Chat, the nighttime live stream where we talk about whatever we want to. So, settle in and grab your libation. It could be your wine or tea or coffee or whatever you want to drink. And let's just sit back and chill. I'll be with you in a moment. Okay, well, so am I. So let's get into it. Here I come. Hola! From the west side. Happy Friday, y'all. So we're having some technical issues over here. A few. But let me see if I can do a couple of things while the technical difficulties are going on. Let me see. I think I can do it. Let's see. All right, I think I'm able to do. Okay, so I'm able to share out my stream. I'm just not actually in my stream right now, which is weird. But let me see if I can. I hate when things are not working the way I want them to. But let me see. All right, let me see. Let me come on camera. Let me just come on camera. Okay, first I gotta move. Well, actually, no, let me just open up my camera. And then now let me see if I can take my little thingy off. Hey guys, hope everybody can see me as you come into the chat. I know they're strange about putting stuff out on here. A little hat together here. There we go. All right, so now I know I'm gonna come into the chat and that's gonna stop the music. So now it's gonna be quiet in here because it's like just dead. Like, geez, Louise. I don't know. My iPad is dead, y'all. Wait, let me see. I'm still here. All right, let's see if I can plug it into something else. Let's see if that works. What is this? Oh, I don't know how to unplug that. All right, let me see. It's not cooperating with me tonight, you guys. It's not cooperating at all, but shoot, forget it. Let me just come on into the chat. Y'all not gonna hear the music no more. It's just gonna be what it is. It's just gonna be what it is. Because like I said, my iPad is dead right now. So I don't have no music unless I decide to not be in the chat myself. So we'll be all right with that for a minute. The iPad is trying to come back up. And I'm drinking some strawberry lemonade tonight. That's what I have in my glass. And if there's something else in my glass with my strawberry lemonade, then that's my business. So in the words of Tabitha Brown, mind your business. But it is a good Friday night. Hopefully my iPad will come up. My fault, y'all, because I was supposed to activate my new iPad today. Didn't do it. Didn't do it, y'all. I was supposed to, but it will be activated by tomorrow, because tomorrow, if you followed on my community tab today, the movie Mama Tell Me Why will be premiering, and your girl DC will be on the red carpet tomorrow for my movie debut, hashtag Actor Life. It is an independent film that we filmed during 2020, during the lockdown. I just trying to get my computer so it's a little bit better. You guys, here's my camera. Let me show you. My camera's right here, but I can't find my thing to plug it in. So yeah, it's around here somewhere. Probably in a box or something, and until I get that together, well, we're just gonna be without it. I always be looking like, what is that behind my jacket? You know what? I just need to move those things from that particular spot, and then they won't be like in my peripheral. Let me see. I'm gonna go off camera for a second, and I'll be right back, y'all. I'm gonna be back on camera in a second, but that's like, let me just move the stuff. That's what y'all hear, moving things. All right, I'm on my way back over. I'm back over here, and now I'm back on camera. See, now I don't have that peripheral. Now you just see, well, I'm blocking everything now. But now you can see. That's a speaker that they were on top of. As soon as I find the adapter to that speaker, then I'll be able to use that. And right next to it, that is actually my my golf clubs. That's my bag with my golf clubs in it. You can't see it because you can only see the top of it, but it's purple. And my set of golf clubs are for southpaws, because your girl DC is a lefty herself. And inside of it, let me show y'all. Let me show y'all. I'll open it up for a minute. So y'all can see. I really do play golf. So like some of my golf socks, of course, are purple. You guys, for the clubs. Can't put it on like the big clubs. Like this one. Can't put it on those, but like my smaller clubs, it's all in there. And hopefully, now that things have started to open back up, your girl might be able to get out there and get on the driving range. Let me sit back down. Hey, Randy, how are you? I'll show my golf clubs. I think I'm gonna get back on the driving range. I think there's one in the South Bay, Alondra, that's open until 10 o'clock at night. I think they're reopened. So, but tomorrow I will be making my acting debut in the movie Mama Tell Me Why. Let me see if my iPad has started working. Oh, not yet, you guys. Okay, it's back at y'all. I'm at 2%. I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna be enough. I'm not. I'm okay. I'm okay at golf. I'm a lefty, so I do it a little different. I'm doing it from the opposite side. I'm okay. I haven't been golfing in a minute, obviously, because of everything that was going on. But I'm planning on getting out there. That's really the industry that I work in, which is tell this thing not to trust it. This is my old iPad. Not now. And wait a minute, 1 second. Let's see if I can get the thing up. See if I can get it up. I'm starting acting. I'm starting acting. So I'm in you never played golf? Yeah. Well, okay, so I work in the real estate industry. Now I work on the back end, but for years I was on the front end of real estate lending. And if you know anything about the real estate industry, you got to learn how to play golf if you want to be able to do anything. They make the deals on the golf course. So when I would go to the, conferences and with the sales staff and everything, I learned how to golf. And then on top of that, because I've done a lot of activism for autism in the autism community, when they have, they have golf tournaments, and I've done a few golf tournaments. So again, I've been on, basically a couple of them I've chaired them. I actually chaired them. This thing is just not going to work for me right now. It's just, yeah. It's not loving me tonight, y'all. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I lied. Maybe it's coming back to life. Okay, let's see. No, don't do that. Close. Let me see, y'all. I might have music at least for a minute. Let me see. Okay, let me see. It's thinking. There you go. There's the music. So yeah, the movie it was originally a stage play, and it was turned into a movie. Like how Tyler Perry started out doing stage plays, and he turned some of his stage plays into movies. This is similar to that, although the person who originated all of the films that I'm going to be in, Tyler Perry bit some of his characters from this particular person who has gone on to glory. He's 17 years, is mildly autistic. Oh yeah, my son has a genius IQ, but his social skills, developmentally, he's not, at that level, but he's gonna get there, because he's a black man, and he gotta get there, even with the autism. They don't care when our men have autism. So the premiere of the movie is going to be a private screening, and it's going to be in Los Angeles, and it's actually going to be in the Jefferson Corridor. I don't know if you're familiar with Los Angeles. That would be the area around where USC is, but west of USC. Like, yeah, the music's gone. It's it has 2% battery nights, you guys. So it's just gonna be what it's gonna be. I can do without the music. I just don't like having, you guys having dead air. But I'm on screen. So even if it is dead air, you see something going on. So it's not the same as when I'm on the radio, but I just don't like having dead air. But that's okay. The music is simply background ambiance. But it's like going to be a 5 or 6 o'clock showing of this movie. The next time that they show it, the producer is thinking about taking it around to churches in Southern California, because it's actually it started out as a gospel stage play. And although it's not like in the church, it's the people in the play, Black folk, a lot of us, our lives revolve around the church. But also it's going to talk about colorism. It's going to talk about drug abuse. It's going to talk about child neglect. Unfortunately, my character is the one who's neglecting their children and did some crazy stuff just to get high. The movie starts in the 80s. So it wasn't, it was this, the character wasn't doing crack. She was doing white lines. She was doing the real deal stuff. It was interesting because that's not my life. I don't have 4 kids by 4 different men. I have 1 child by 1 man who I was married to. Because that's just how I roll. That's just how I roll. You see, your best friend is a minister. He wants you to be one you grew up in. Now see, Randy, I grew up in the church, but I grew up in the Catholic Church. The Catholic Church. So, and this is just, my opinion from my growing up in the Catholic Church. The stuff that scandalized the Catholic Church in the United States and in like archdioceses like the Los Angeles diocese is the reason why I left the Catholic Church. Not because it happened to me, thank you, Lord, because I grew up in DC and none of these incidents happened in that archdiocese because the majority of Roman Catholics in Washington, D.C., well, let me just put it like this. Outside of New Orleans, the majority of Black Roman Catholics are in 3 cities: D.C., Chicago, and Los Angeles, because those are the places that the folks from New Orleans migrated to. But yeah, so I grew up in that situation, and I left because here in California, a priest at the church that I was on the parish council for, and also the priest who married me and my ex-husband, was a Pedialyte. And you know what they did? They simply transferred his ass. And then I heard after he got transferred that he had a tragedy and lost one of his eyes in a automobile accident. I guess God took care of it. But because of that situation, I was off of the Roman Catholic Church bus. And I grew up in the Catholic Church, born and raised. But no, Mm-mm. And I still don't agree with how the church has handled it. I don't agree. I don't think it was ever handled properly to protect the children. Pedialytes. It's a bunch of them in there. It's sad. But since then, I have been in a non-denominational church because I don't do denominations anymore. I just, as long as you're following, the Bible, and not giving your own interpretation of what it says, then yeah, because I'm in a church that is a Bible church. Used to be Baptist, then 7-Day. My part of my family is 7-Day Adventist. My best friend, who also grew up in the Catholic Church, just like me, her and her husband, we all grew up in the Catholic Church in DC. They left and they're 7-Day Adventists, and they've been 7-Day Adventists their adult life, as I've been non-denominational my adult life. I don't know if they left for the same reasons as I did, but they left because, simply we weren't being fulfilled. We weren't being spiritually fulfilled within the Catholic Church. And, once you got to the point where you read your own Bible, you start to understand what's in the Bible, and you know that you don't need to confess your sins to a man, but confess them to God, and you start questioning some of the practices of the Catholic Church, even though you were raised in it your whole life. Well, then it's time for you to go. Time to go. So I left. And when I left, it was a hard decision because my mom raised all of us, my brother, sister, and I, in the Catholic Church. And I was hesitant because I did not want my siblings to feel pressure to stay or pressure to leave because I left. And the crazy thing is that everybody was concerned about what my mom thought but me. And what I told them is that, my spirituality and my salvation is my responsibility. It's not her responsibility, and I'm making the decisions for myself. My mama don't care anyway. My mama didn't care. All she cared about was that we were getting to work, because my mother didn't even grow up in the Catholic Church. She grew up Baptist. I think my mom, because she grew up in New Orleans, where there was such a high concentration of Catholicism among Blacks, I think my mom, according to her siblings, was always fascinated with Catholicism. So we were raised Catholic. And then as adults, we all decided that was not for us. And none of us have raised our children in the Catholic Church. I wasn't doing none of that stuff. My son got baptized when he could say that, he followed Jesus or Yeshua or the Most High. It wasn't, about the little sprinkle that they do on babies in the Catholic Church. A christening, And again, with that christening, as an adult, I got myself baptized again through full immersion, because I didn't feel that was a complete baptism to me, but for the simple fact of I did not speak the words myself. I was a baby. So, that thing is just weird to me about how they do call that baptism. That's basically making someone part of your religion technically without their consent. Technically, it's without their consent. Your friends. That's what that's what I'm telling you. My best friend, my best friend is Seventh-day Adventist. She grew up Catholic just like me. And here's the funny thing. When I was deciding where I was going, when I was leaving the Catholic Church, I did look into the Seventh-day Adventists. I looked into them, but they are so Old Testament and they are so stuck in the book of Leviticus to me. I felt like they were binding themselves more than the Roman Catholics were. I'm like, you're going to go from one religious organization with a whole bunch of its own doctrines to another religious organization that has its own doctrines as well. Now, I'm not arguing about the Sabbath. The Sabbath truly is on Saturday, okay? Sunday is not the Sabbath. Sunday is just where supposedly we as new believers have decided that's going to be our meeting day. But it's not the Sabbath. So I understand that. But some of the other stuff that they have in Seventh-day Adventism, the dietary stuff, I'm like, are you Jewish? Are you an Orthodox Jew? Because they follow Leviticus like Orthodox Jews. My opinion. And I mean, I'm like, I'm wondering, I'm like, so you also keeping all of the feast days? Are you keeping the feast days and everything, all of the Old Testament stuff? But it's opinion. Opinion. Yeah, well, see, the thing, like as an adult, it's about relationship with me. Because there's a whole bunch of people who go to church that don't have any type of relationship at all with the Most High. They just go to church every week. So it's really about a relationship and how you are actually living your life. Are you following, godly principles in your life, as a human being? That's the difference to me, because saying you're a Christian, there's a whole bunch of people who say they're Christians and they don't act like they're Christian. They act very hateful. Their lifestyles does not project what their mouth is saying. So I always say I have a relationship with the Most High, because that's really what it's about, and you have to watch who it is that I am, how I present myself, and make your own decision as to who I am. You mother? Yeah, I mean, my mom, well, I'm older, so my mom grew up in the 50s. So yeah, and she grew up in the South. And she was the daughter of two PKs. Both of my grandparents were preachers' kids. My grandmother grew up in the Seventh-day Adventist church. Her father was a minister in the Seventh-day Adventist church. My grandfather grew up in the Missionary Baptist. So yeah, that's what they did. And I just think my mom, she got totally into Catholicism, but me, myself, I found out about all of the stuff. I found out the truth about the Spanish Inquisitions, all of these things that you don't hear within Catholicism. I found out these things, and really, Catholicism is a bastardization of Christianity. It's not they have all these things in there that they just put in there because they decided that they were there. Like making the Pope the authority above the Word of God. Like, what? So, and this is coming from someone who grew up in the Catholic Church. But when you look at everything and you see it from the other side, and I'll also say that there was this comic books called Chick Publications, and they were not like comics. They were like comic strips to basically speak out against what was going on in the Catholic Church. They were written about this Jesuit priest who basically exposed all of the stuff that was going on way before all of this stuff has happened with all of these, with all of these archdioceses around the world being basically, put out. So now, when I read those things, and I'm like, I was reading all that stuff that this man, he was breaking down the history. He was talking about all of the stuff that happened over the centuries in Catholicism, how everything, including, the communion, and how the Catholic Church has changed things about Mary, like making her an eternal virgin. Like Jesus didn't have any brothers and sisters when the Bible says he did, which means that she couldn't have possibly been an eternal virgin. Things like that. And it was very, very interesting. It, just kind of brought to light things that I probably knew in the back of my mind, having grown up in the Catholic Church, wondered about. And, this ex-priest was telling all of this stuff. And then after I left the church, or in the time that I was leaving the church, there was a Black priest in the city that I grew up in, basically the priest that I had, grown up my whole life. And, he always was teaching the Word of God. And some things happened with him where they tried to blackball him. This is Roman Catholic Church. They tried to pull him over to Rome so that they could shut him up. And then ultimately, they excommunicated this priest from the Catholic Church. And when they excommunicated this man from the Catholic Church, 25% of the Black Catholics in the Washington, D.C. area left the Catholic Church with him. And he started his own church called the African American Catholic Church. I mean, and I know a lot of people that I know that knew him. He's still around. I mean, he left the church. He was getting ready to get married. They were trying to say that he was gay. I'm just all kinds of stuff that the Catholic Church did behind this man that we knew was the church doing all of this stuff. And the Catholic Church ain't right. Let me just say that. I mean, I think they had that one pope in there who wanted to make some real reforms in the Catholic Church. And he died, mysteriously? I'm just saying. He died mysteriously. And they said he was about to make a bunch of changes. Also, how come nobody really knows what was in those letters? Remember, I don't know if you guys remember, but Our Lady of Fatima
true story, happened in the early 20th century. And there were letters that were given to the Vatican. And it was one of them was to be opened, I believe, like in 1960 or something, before I was born. And apparently it was supposed to be, people were supposed to know. The rumor is that it was opened, and when the Pope saw whatever it said, they hid it away, and no one has ever been let to know what was in it. I just wonder what it said in it. Does it say that, like, maybe it says something like that the Catholic Church is a heresy itself, when it's called all of the other ones who left, like, I don't know, Martin Luther, the Calvinists that left, all of these branches out, the Protestants. Well, they were protesting against what the Church of Rome was doing, because the Church of Rome was just making up its own, it made up its own rules. Hey, Terry. Yeah, no music tonight. My iPad is dead. I keep trying to turn it on, and it's got like 2%, so it's not happening. It's not happening tonight. I'll just up here talking about the Roman Catholic Church. Hopefully, my conversation doesn't get me limited playability. Hopefully it doesn't. And then I was also talking about my movie premiere tomorrow. I'm probably going to do some. I'm probably going to do some streaming, not live streaming, but recording. Come on in, Nosy. Come on in, Nosy. You know who Nosy is. It's not. I'm not getting ready to end the show though. What do you want?
Okay.
I'm not ending yet. I'll let you know. Yeah, the movie's coming out tomorrow. I'm probably going to do some recording at the event, like the day of the premiere, getting ready, going there and being there. I'll probably do some recording and then just do it as one of my Autism Mom vlogs, because I need to get one of those out for you guys. Yeah, he in another room now. Because, he got the TV on. I'm not trying to get no copyright strikes for whatever station he got in there playing. I'm for real. Like, I don't have my music to camouflage it right now, you guys. So, yeah, no, this thing is not on. But I'm going to activate my new iPad. I'm going to activate my new one. Wait a minute, hold on. Wait 1 second, you guys. Is that working? Okay, 1 second. I'm still here, y'all. Okay, I'm back. I'm back on camera. So, it's the movie, I think it's about an hour and a half, about 90 minutes long. It's about 90 minutes long. I'm just excited to see it because I've even though I'm in it and I'm like in a lot of the scenes, there's some scenes, we did some B-roll. There was some B-roll that was done for it. And the B-roll was done as part of the post-production. But it's going to be kind of fed into certain scenes. So we're going to get to see that. And I'm just really excited because this is like the first one. I know that the next movie that we do, obviously everything will be better on that one. And then the next one, we're getting ready to start casting for the next movie, which I am going to be in, which is called Big Girls Don't Cry. And in that movie, obviously I don't play, I obviously am not a big girl, but I play a former big girl. I play someone who got, the gastric surgery done to make themselves smaller. And that's their whole focus, on staying smaller. And she does some crazy stuff to stay small. Let me just say that. But, she's a nice person, but she can be really nasty. She can be really nasty in a nicety way. You know what I'm saying? Nicety. She's nicety to her friends who are still bigger girls. So that one is going to be interesting. That character is definitely going to be interesting to me, because that's like so not the type of person that I am in real life, but it's acting. So I have to act like I like to body shame folk. I have to act like, one of them pretty skinny girls, that I've now become in this movie. It's crazy, y'all. But I'm excited to see the one tomorrow. I did post the link to the trailer on my community tab. You guys can see it up there. All right. Now I got on these lashes. I did this for y'all. Because y'all know, actually, and I also did it to make sure I could do it for tomorrow, because, I'm going to have to glam up a little bit. So I'm going to have to put on some lashes, and I guess I'll put on more than some lipstick tomorrow. But I'm going to be simply elegant for the red carpet. I'm going to wear a A-line dress. And since my guy, who is also in the movie, won't be able to go to the premiere of our both of us, well, it's not his acting debut, because he did something on something before, but it's his first movie that he's speaking in. But he won't be able to be there because he has to work. So my son, King David, is going to be my date. So I got to make sure that, whatever he's wearing, looks cute next to mom. But yeah, I'm going to wear something simply elegant for the event. I'm going to redo like the front part of my braids so that they're fresh. So that they're fresh for tomorrow. And then I'm probably going to just put it in up, half up, the rest of it down, just something simple. And hopefully I'm going to be able to stand up in them 3.5 inch heels. Yeah, 3-4 inches. I haven't really been wearing heels or anything like that, doing this entire time. But I got to, I got to have the pretty feet too. So we'll put some heels on. I don't think I'm going to do sandals. I think I'll just do some other heels, because I don't know. It's November. And although it's starting to be warm, like this weekend, it's still a little chilly at night. So this is an evening event, and yeah. But I'm going to be dressed after 5 and elegant for it. Yeah, it's going to be out soon. It's being pitched to Netflix, to Amazon, and I believe that they're also going to probably put it on YouTube Movies. So it's going to be a lot of different places. She's getting it ready now. She's getting there's 2 films that are actually done. The other one just will be out probably. Let's see, this is November. It may be out next month, like right after the holiday, because that movie is actually filmed to be around Christmas. There's like a Christmas tree in the background for almost the entire movie, and we did that movie in the middle of the summer. It was nowhere near Christmas, but we made it look like it was Christmas time. But it was the middle of the summer in LA when we were doing that movie. So that was interesting. Oh, thank you so much. I'll let you guys know when it's out there. Yeah, because she's talking about putting it on YouTube movies and put it out there like for people to get to see it, like, I think like $5 or something like that. It's gonna be cool. And there's more to come because we got like about that I know of that are about to be going into production in 2022. There's about 3 more that are going to be going into production in 2022. And I'm just excited because, Black people doing something, independently. And I just feel like the Los Angeles arts scene outside of Hollywood is not what it should be. But there's so much talent, theater talent, acting talent that's not necessarily in those big Hollywood movies. Hey, Tutu Thing. Hold on a second, guys. Oh, let me see what's on this wanting. I'll be right back, you guys. He went upstairs, and I'm almost about to stop too. I'm about to end because I need to get on some stuff for you guys. Like, I have to get out my next daily thought. I have actually 2 of them sitting ready to go. 2 of them. The imagination one, I'm gonna try to get that one out overnight, and then the one after that, I'm gonna try to get that one out by Sunday. And tomorrow, I'm going to be working on the things for the red carpet and premiere of Mama Tell Me Why. And, when you guys see it, hopefully you guys will see my acting skills because my character is an addict. DC is not an addict. DC ain't never, let me say that, touched any white lines, ever. Nothing like that. The only thing that DC ever touched was something that grows, something that grows out the ground. That's the only thing. That's the only thing I ever touched. And I'm sure what I was doing back then is probably not whatever it is that they're doing now on that same round. Now that it's 100% legal in the state that I'm in, but this character, no, that's not her vice, And I did a little studying. I even went and looked up what's that movie that Halle Berry played, the little crack addict or something? Yeah, I watched how she was doing in that and just kind of studied, how they be doing, twitching. And so I tried to do it good. I tried to do it believable because my character also heard voices. She also had a thing about hearing voices. Yeah, she was out there. But at the end of the movie, she has cleaned her act up and she has given her life over to the Lord, and she is begging her daughters to forgive her because she is the reason why they are all so messed up, because she was messed up. She was a messed up mom. This is a messed up mom. I'm so not that. But you guys, I'm gonna get ready to get out of here because I want to get some other stuff done for you guys. And let me see if I can find my outro. I gotta do some stuff tomorrow. I gotta go get a nail fixed. I broke a nail. Notice which one it is I broke. I gotta fix that. That's horrible. Gotta be fixed before the premiere. So I'm gonna have to go get some emergency surgery done on my nail. But I will see you guys back live on Monday, or I may do a pop-up because I'm thinking about doing some patio pop-ups on you guys. I have a private, we have a private patio off of my bedroom, and I may do some private patio pop-ups outside on the balcony of the patio, whatever, on the patio, you know what I mean, on the patio, as soon as I figure it out. I guess I'll do that once I activate the other iPad, because, honey, y'all, this iPad right here, it's 2nd generation, okay? The new one is 9th generation. I keep my Apple products forever, clearly. But I will see you guys in these YouTube streets, and I will see you guys live on Monday. I got a couple of videos coming for you guys. I'm really excited about this movie premiere this weekend. Your girl DC is an actor. The actor life. I'll see y'all. Until then, I offer you peace and blessings from the West Side. West Side. Anyway, I'm out of here, you guys. Peace. There we go.
Well, guys, that's it for tonight's Not So Random Chat. But I'll see you guys the next time. Until then, peace and blessings from the West Side. I'm out. Peace.